Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Arizona Cardinals franchise. It is week 18. We are officially in the playoffs here. We are locked in for a wild card spot. We're currently the sixth seed behind the Eagles, who are also locked in for a playoff spot. But the thing is, the highest we can get is the fifth seed, the lowest we can get is the sixth seed. So I think today we are going to be sitting some starters because I don't want guys to get hurt. The important ones for the playoff matchups. Um, so we will see how that goes for us, but that is going to be the game plan here going against the 6-10 Rams. So there's not really much at play for them. Um, so let's start by doing that. Let's set up our depth chart here for this game. Actually, I'll do that in game so we don't have to readjust after this game. But let's look at this. Let's look at this film room prep here. See what they have for us. Critical game this week. What are you seeing in the film? It's not that critical, actually. Their defensive backs can't hang with our guys. Open up the playbook when it comes to our passing concepts. All right. Exploiting that mismatch will put up so many yards. It won't matter what happens on defense. Do you agree on exploiting the secondary? Sure. That's fine. And they're going to be like, oh, Kyler wants to throw for however many yards, but he's not playing. Promise you that. All right, settle in. We need to talk strategy. We want to go after their corners and get them in isolation. Keep passes to the outside where the rest of that defense can't help. Marvin Harrison says, time to put the game in my hands, coach. Looking at who they got across me, it's no contest. I'm going to feast. No, because you will be sitting on the sideline. You'll be sitting on the sideline. You're not playing. Sorry, bud. It's not happening. 3 passing touchdowns. I don't know if that will happen or not. Walter Nolan gets an upgrade. He is incredible. He's had some injuries piling up a little bit here near the end of the season. But, wow, what an upgrade. 4 finesse move. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, he's had some injuries. Cody Simon with an upgrade. He's also been pretty nice for us. Go ahead and just go scheme fit there. He's playing up to an 82. Zone coverage goes up 4 there. That's pretty nice. Weekly strategy, same stuff. We did level up, so we do have an additional spot now. And I think for this week, we're actually going to load up on scouting stuff. So we're going to do... I don't know if I care about the archetype stuff. I think we'll do the shield finder. And then Eagle Eye, and then I'll upgrade that. And we'll add 2 more things. I think we will add XP maybe. Nah. Let's just continue with these 2 on defense. We're not going to need the read blocktion right now because we're not starting Kyler, and Jacoby Brissett and Clayton Tune really aren't that mobile. And with that being said, we're also not going to have the play sheet on for offense. We're going to add this batch of blitzes and see how that looks in game. I'd say that looks good to me. And we will full pad everybody here. I also did not put my trainer medical staff ability where I wanted it, but that's fine. Baron Browning's out with a turf toe, and Josh Sweat's out with a quad strain. I probably wasn't going to start either of them anyways, so that makes things easier, I guess, but hopefully they'll be okay for next week. Losing both our edges is kind of tough. We will see Jordan Birch start today, though. Hopefully that will be good. And Josh Sweat gets an upgrade here. We'll do run stopper. And then we will take a look at the weekly recap. And here we are. Giants, Raiders. We saw this play last time. We'll see if we get anything new. Probably not, but I'll cut it out if it is nothing new. And have our game from last week, Cardinals, Bengals. And that one was just a blowout. This one is a James Conner 20-some yarder. And we just demolished the Bengals. Bills, Eagles. We didn't see this game at all, but we saw the outcome was Eagles win. And really gross weather. Saquon, nice juke. And takes it 30 yards. 1-point victory. That's crazy. That's a crazy one. And that was a big one because the Eagles still alive for the NFC East title because of that win. They need a win today and the Giants to lose to get the 2nd seed. Otherwise, they will be in the 5th or 6th seed, depending on the outcome of our game as well. So, we will see. But other than that, let's go ahead and hop into... Nope, not yet. Hold on. I wanted to upgrade. I just remembered. Let's upgrade the other thing we have added here. Eagle Eye. Get that upgraded. We'll do Talent Evaluator up. We can upgrade all of them to Platinum, so let's do that. Sweet. Now those are on for some time. 5-6 weeks, and then Talent Evaluator's on for one more. But we'll throw that back on next week as well. Our coaching staff has 100% approval on us, by the way. Players still at 49, which is interesting, but that's fine. But let's hop right into this one. And it's the Rams, who last time we played them, their offense started off really well. Their team wasn't looking too bad in the first half, but second half it kind of fell apart. But this time we are in LA, SoFi Stadium, and we'll see. Maybe their last game. They really want to get a win here. Regardless of who we have playing, they want to get a win. End the season on a higher note. And go into the next year with some more hope for a better season next year. They definitely have the players for it. I was very surprised this team isn't in the playoff contention. We do see Eagles win 35-27 over the Commanders. So that's going to really be up to the Giants game to see who the 2nd seed will be. But we are going to take out Kyler. We'll have Brissett in. I think we're going to just try to let DeMarcado and DJ Dallas be the sole backs, and then Benson can be the 3rd guy if he needs to come in. Marvin Harrison won't play. We will start the other 4. I mean, he'll probably end up coming in, but he's not starting. McBride kind of has to start. No. And we have Tip. Hold on. We got to take Tip out of the starting at the out of the fullback spot. Sure. DJ Dallas can go in there. Tip Ryman will be the starting tight end. We'll still probably have Trey McBride in at time. Actually, no, we're going to take him out for Christian Jones, who has been playing tackle the past couple, or tight end 3 the past couple weeks, so we might as well. We're going to let Paris Johnson rest again. We'll let Hayden Connor, the rookie, get a chance, and John Gaines can come in. Isaiah Adams can try out, and we will leave Jonah Williams starting at right tackle, though. At the left edge spot, we will start Zaven Collins, and then right edge we'll have Jordan Birch. BJ Ojolari will be a backup as well. D tackle, we're going to take out both Campbell and Nolan here today. Darius Robinson, Tomlinson, and Nichols. We have the depth there to make that work. Sam linebacker is also going to be Zaven Collins still. We're going to take Mac Wilson out and see how that looks. Get Owen Papo into the game. Keem Davis-Gaither can be in there. Corner. Take Will Johnson out. Put Kytro Clark and take Garrett Williams out as well. Obviously, they'll have to come in at some points, but they're not going to be the 2 starters. We'll take out Jalen Thompson. We'll take out Buda Baker. On kick return, we're still going to keep the same guys there. And third down back will be DeMarcado, followed by DJ Dallas. Power back will be DJ Dallas. This is Gadget guy, actually. I guess we'll put Weaver in that spot then. And then I don't know if there's really any plays in our playbook that uses a power or Gadget, but power backs can be DJ Dallas. Slot receiver can be Mike Wilson still. Actually, we'll probably put Greg Dortch in the slot. Make sure everything else looks okay. Rush, D-tackle. I guess, yeah, Jordan Birch has been rotating in. He's a backup rusher on the interior, but it's interesting. We'll actually keep that the same because then we can get Zaven Collins, BJ Ojolari both on the field. Could be interesting. And there you go. Sub linebacker. I know a lot of subs right now, but trying to make this reasonable for our guys. I guess Kytro Clark should probably, I don't know, I feel like he's better at starting slot. That's just me. But we'll put Starling Thomas as the starting slot, I guess. Nah, we're not doing that. We're putting Clark. All right, so we have our backups in. Let's take a look at the Rams team. They do have Stafford still, Kyron Williams still here. Nakua and Adams both still healthy with Tutu Atwell. Jake Ferguson, Colby Parkinson starting. Isaiah Likely is hurt. Left tackle, they're missing Alaric Jackson. DJ Humphries will start for them. They're missing Steve Avila. Christian Haynes will start for them at left guard. Bo Limmer, Kevin Dotson, Rob Havenstein to round out the offensive line. Jared Verse at left edge. Byron Young at right edge. Kobe Turner and Braden Fisk at the D tackle spot. Chris Paul Jr., the rookie, starting at the Sam spot. Nate Landman starting at the Mike. And Omar Spates starting at the Will. Corners, Darius Williams, Witherspoon, and Durant. Cameron sorry about that, Mike. Kinchins and Curl starting at the safety spots. Nick Folk and Ethan Evans starting at the kicker and punter spots. So have a couple injuries, but they're mostly healthy otherwise. Also, Ravens win against the Steelers 14-12. That's a big one. Ravens fighting for the first seed in the AFC. It's between them and the Chiefs. So depends on what happens with the Chiefs game. There's an injury right off the bat. That's Cameron Curl. I hate to see that. Like, injuries at the end of the year are never fun to see. But here we go. Bringing out our second team offense pretty much. DeMarcado in the backfield. Jacoby Brissett going to hand this one off. DeMarcado, who is just on the return, gets no gain. Yeah, we're going to give some of these guys a chance here. Really kind of using this as a prove it type of ability game for some guys, you know, who really haven't gotten a chance to get as many opportunities. We might bring in Clayton Tune in the second half too. We will see. Getting pressured. We're going to get hit as we throw it away into the ground. It's Jared Verse. That's actually Byron Young. My apologies. I don't know. I could have ripped it to Zay Jones, but I was really wanting to go over the middle. That didn't really open up. Throwing it across body. Dortch with the catch. Greg Dortch, look at the little man go. He gets the 42. Nice play. Saints get a win over the Falcons, move to 9-8. They're staying alive in the playoffs here. Playoff shot is still alive for the Saints. That is crazy. Falcons falling from grace, potentially out of the playoffs at this point. And here's DeMarcado on a toss and gets rocked. Probably going to be playing in gun quite a bit this game. Oh, that's a questionable throw. Timing and everything. Bad play. That's okay. 3rd and 2. This also gives us a chance this game to try out some other plays that we haven't really dug into yet. Mike Wilson open on the out route. Broken tackle. Stays in bounds. Fighting for more yards to the 14. This is Mike Wilson's second game, I think, this season, being the receiver one with the first time Marvin Harrison was out with an injury. He's on the field currently, giving some relief to some other guys. We're just going to throw it off kilter there. Really nothing there, but we're really going to give Mike Wilson a chance here because he's proven himself to be very solid number 2, and he's going to see if maybe he can perform well enough to continue. And Taguara, what a play, fighting off tacklers, reaching for the end zone for the touchdown. And what a play from Josiah Taguara, who has been out with a turf toe, I believe, the past couple weeks. Third tight end makes a nice play. We also saw below the Bears beat the Lions. Lions go to 8-9. They will not make the playoffs. They had a shot, but they definitely will not with a loss there. We'll keep an eye on anything else in the bottom ticker to see where things are going. And here is going to be a Jarquez Hunter return to the 26. Here comes Stafford in the offense. I mean, he's looking to add to his career numbers here. He's had a really good career here, and they obviously have all their firepower on offense for the most part. No Isaiah Likely, but otherwise, pretty good group right now. And there's going to be a quick throw. Puka Nacua. Last time, his first play was a 80-yard touchdown. But this time he gets 7 to start. Yeah, we're not starting our normal guys on defense. This is a whole second-team defense at this point. Here's Kyron Williams with the run, getting some space to the 44, gain of 12. So we're definitely going to be struggling defensively a bit more than we would. Our defense has been outstanding the past 5-6 weeks. Here's Kyron Williams trying to get something, loses 2. But again, defensively, given a lot of opportunities, some guys here who haven't gotten enough time to play, like Jordan Birch and David Collins, 2 guys that are going to really take advantage of this opportunity, haven't gotten much play time at all. Here's Ferguson to the 3rd and 2 mark here, 3rd and 3 with the 49. Let's see, 3rd and 3. See what Stafford wants to do here. Looking pass, looking over, tried to go Devontae Adams, picked off Michael Walker, and he gets to the 49. And it's not a great play there from Stafford, but a great play from good old Michael Walker. Sets up our offense here. First down, and DeMarcado with a chance gets 5 yards. 2nd and 5. And Brissett's going to put it on the money, but not actually. Missing Mike Wilson there. 3rd and 5. I'm going Mike Wilson this time. He gets it. First down to the 33. Good play there. Yeah, I think we'll definitely see some Michael Toon in the second half of this game. Or Clayton Toon. Did I say Michael? I definitely did, didn't I? There's going to be a throw on the run. Zay Jones can't bring it in. It's a good throw from Brissett. Just not able to hold on with Zay Jones. Still can't believe it. It says Michael Wilson only has 517 yards in the season. I find that hard to believe, but I don't know. Here's DJ Dallas with a chance, and he gets tackled after a gain of 5. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 here. Motioning DeGuara to the left side. Play action here. Getting pressured, throwing it, but falls incomplete. Byron Young on the pressure and hit. We're going to have to settle for a 44-yard field goal attempt, and this is going to be no good. I picked too early. Pressed it too early. Wide right. My worst kick of the year. And Rams get the ball back at the 34. After that horrible Stafford interception, we'll see if they can bounce back. And he's going to go out to Ferguson for 8-yard gain. Second and 2 for Stafford here. And it's going to be a play action going out to Kyron Williams, who's got a lot of space. And Akeem Davis-Gaither tracks him down at the 39-yard line. Starting now at the 39 for a new set of downs. And Stafford going pass again. Looking quick. Puka Nacua open for a gain of 9. Poopa to poopa, as they say. By they, I mean me. Only me. That's going to be 2nd and 1. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. It's going to be an RPO. Puka gets open versus Starling Thomas. Makes the play. Maybe one more play before the end of the quarter here. Cody Simon's on the field. Okay. Going pass. He's going to find Puka. Just can't hit him in stride. So that one goes incomplete. We'll see one more play before the 2-minute warning. Or not 2-minute warning. Before the 2-minute mark. Oh, neither of those things are true. Before the second quarter hits here. Going pass again over the middle. Tutu Atwell holds on. Takes in a lot of hits here. Gets 4 yards. And that will, in fact, take us through the second quarter. Cardinals up 7-0 with their second team starting. But we'll see here. They're moving. They're in the red zone. Rams want some points. See if they can get any. 3rd and 6. Going. Finding Kyron Williams open for a touchdown. And they're going to tie this one up. Kyron Williams having a solid game to start here. And they open the second quarter with a score with him to tie it up. Pretty solid drive from the Rams there. And we'll see how Jacoby Brissett's offense can perform. And here's going to be a return. DeMarcado pulling out to the 30. And we've got plenty of time to work with here. We're giving a lot of guys chances here. I mean, some guys that are deep on the depth chart, guys that are not starting, nowhere looking to starting. And there's a gain of nothing for DeMarcado. But yeah, we're giving a lot of guys opportunities this game here. You know, the entire O-line other than Jonah Williams. And Kelvin Beacham's really not going to do anything else with his career, but we have a rookie starting at left guard. We have some younger guys starting on the interior. And this one going out to Tip Ryman, who's getting a chance to show that he could be a tight end one day. And he makes a big play to the other 37. And we're going to see. We saw DeGuara earlier with a nice touchdown. Maybe get him more involved in the offense. Here's DJ Dallas on the run, finding a nice hole there to the 23. But yeah, we'll see some, potential contract earning plays and performances this whole game for some of these guys who probably won't make it to the team next year, might end up on a different team, or possibly get re-signed. There's some guys on the roster that we haven't re-signed yet. We might look to bring back after a performance today. Depends on how they play. DeMarcado takes a huge shot. And gets 5 on that one. Yeah, I know a big one. Starling Thomas the fifth has been the main guy on defense who I've been kind of back and forth on in my head of if I want to re-sign him or not. Jacoby Brissett's going to run it himself, sliding down to the 9. But he's come into play some good downs and had some nice plays on special teams and stuff. It's just tough because he's not going to be our top 3 corner. I don't want to pay him a chunk of money when he doesn't need it. But we only get a yard on that one. Let's try slant spacing. Going Tip Ryman with the catch down to the 1. And we're bringing out the heavy set here. Goal line, 3rd and 1. DJ Dallas pounds this one in for a touchdown. Taking the lead back from the Rams tie there. And yeah, I'll be very interested to see how these playoffs shake out here. Obviously, there's only four teams in the NFC that are locked into a playoff spot. The AFC, there's only 2 teams. The Chiefs and the Ravens, who are both fighting for the 1 seed. Every other team, not every other team, but there's 5 teams spots available in the AFC, 3 in the NFC. And we'll see here, how some of that breaks apart. It'll be very interesting. The NFC especially we're still waiting to see who the 2nd seed's going to be. We know the Niners are the 1st seed, but who's the 2nd seed between the Giants and Eagles? That'll be a very, very interesting question. Here's Ferguson with a catch, gain of 8. We're also very interested to see who is going to be the 5th and 6th seed between us here, the Eagles, or the Giants, if they end up losing the 2nd seed to the Eagles. Between one of those 3 teams, then obviously we have no idea who the wild card will be. We don't know who's going to win the NFC South. Although, actually, we do. It's the Buccaneers with the... They also won. The Buccaneers beat the Panthers, so they do win the NFC South. Along with the Falcons losing helps, but they're obviously going to have the AFC South locked down. We don't know the NFC North, how the Packers, I guess the Packers probably won, but Vikings have a chance, I think, still. Here's Puka stepping out of bounds after a gain of 7. I believe the Texans down there winning versus the Colts. They win the AFC South, if I'm not mistaken. But that last wild card spot in the NFC will be very intriguing to see who it will be. Here's going to be another interception thrown by Stafford, and it's Michael Walker in his 2nd on the game. My users today are immaculate, apparently. And why is that the case? I don't know, but it is. Seems to be the case. 1st down from the 47. Here's a run. DeMarcado with a chance. Gets a gain of 12. His best on the game so far. And we do have to run a play. Play clock is a half second ahead of the game clock. And we're going to go screen out to DeMarcado as well. He's going to get a chance. Another juke. DeMarcado with the speed. Fighting down to the 1 yard line. Out of bounds. Right at the 2-minute warning. And DeMarcado looking pretty solid here. We have Trey Benson in. It's a shame we can't switch to a fullback dive. We're going to go QB sneak. Jacoby Brissett gets in there. Oh, my goodness. I didn't know Jacoby Brissett had that in him. Apparently, he has a gymnast background, I guess. But very interesting. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of interesting ways these playoffs can go here. In terms of who can we play, that's going to be an interesting thing as well, because we're either going to be the 5th or 6th seed. So we will either be playing the winner of the NFC North or the winner of the NFC South, who is the Buccaneers. One of those teams will be our matchups for the wild card. And very curious to see who it will be. I think we're locked into the 6th seed, though, with the win or a loss now with the Eagles win. Even if the Giants lose. Actually, no, I don't think that's true. If the Giants lose, I think they will go to the 6th seed. We will have the 5th seed. But if the Giants win, we will be the 6th seed because the Eagles have been ahead of us all season. And here's the Titans. All right, what? Here's Tutu Atwell. I don't know why I said the Titans, but he makes a good play there. So they get to the 45 here, a minute and a half to go in the half. Stafford looking to bounce back from 2 interception game so far. Here's Puka getting 9 yards on his 5th catch out of bounds. But yeah, we will have either the Buccaneers or I'm assuming the Packers or Vikings. Leaning more the Packers. I think they probably are going to win the division. But here's going to be a run from Devontae Adams. Gets maybe a half a yard. Brings up 3rd and inches with a minute to go. And this one's going to be Kyron Williams' run. He gets enough for the first down. Rams take their first timeout. We're going to use your Akeem Davis-Gaither. Give Mykal Walker a chance to do his own thing. And Walker gonna try to make the tackle on Ferguson. He does. Gain him 9 for Ferguson. Their second timeout there. So see here, Stafford going empty here. And he's gonna go right over the middle. Akeem Davis-Gaither. I don't know what Stafford's doing. I mean, I'm lurking all over. Like all over everything that he wants there. And he just keeps launching it right to me. Why couldn't I do that the entire season for like my actual starting linebackers that much? I don't know, but for some reason I can here. Oh God, Brissett is not Kyler. I have to remember that. He cannot run that fast. That's a sack. And take our first time out there. Just quick. DeMarcado getting a lot of work today. We'll take another timeout. A lot of boos raining in here in LA already. They're very unhappy with the performance from the Rams thus far. Obviously, the entire season has been a disappointment. There's a high throw, and there's a flag. They're going to call that pass interference. Which I don't know if I would have called that because that was a little bit of a high pass. But on our end, we will take it. And that puts us at the 36. New set of downs. Go quick over the middle. Dortch again. And he's going to get out to the 49. We're going to go hurry up here. A lot of boos raining in. Rams defense really underwhelming the fans today. Here's DeMarcado with the catch. Take a timeout. We're going to want one more play for a couple yards Just get short out of bounds here. There he is. DeMarcado getting to the 41. I don't know why they want us to run it. We'll take a 58-yard field goal attempt. We've made one before. There's no wind here, obviously, in a dome. And this one is accurate. Does it have the leg? It does, very easily. We go up 24-7. Rams fans once again booing. And we're going to just squib kick this one here. Hunter with the return. Big hit from Buda Baker. That'll bring us to halftime. 24-7. Cardinals on top. And we'll see if the Rams, who do get the ball at halftime, after halftime, if they can turn things around or not. But here is the halftime report. Let's see. Tune in on some of these games. Oh, good. One of the least important games possible. Bengals, who we played last game. It's a handoff to Samaje Perine for a touchdown. Bengals win 13-10 over the Browns, both 6-11. Exciting stuff there. Here's another not super important one now. Lions obviously lost to the Bears, as we saw earlier. Caleb Williams on a 13-3 Bears team looking to... What the hell? Damn. Who's number 4? It's DeAndre Swift, double covered. Gets the touchdown, wins 27-7 over the Lions, keeping the Lions out of playoffs. And here's an important one. AFC East, Bills, Jets, maybe for the division. It looks like Josh Allen throwing a dart over the middle and broken tackle, touchdown. Keon Coleman, 34-28. Looks like the Bills win the AFC East with that. Jets still very well could be in the wild card at 9-8, but we'll see how it plays out. Wish they would have shown us some more NFC important games, but yeah, there's the teams in the hunt there. Although the Lions are definitely out of the hunt now. Falcons are probably out of the hunt with the loss to the Saints as well, I would say, if I had to guess. But that's just a guess thrown out there. But this game for us, I mean, even with no starters in, really, just a couple receivers playing. But yeah, I mean, it's been extremely effective for us. And we're going to go ahead and kick this one to the Rams, and we'll see if they decide to take this one out. They don't, because it didn't give us a good camera angle to have a return. Puka Nacua does lead the league in receiving yards here by like 100. He'll probably end up staying with that today, but you know, doesn't really mean a ton whenever your team isn't in the playoff contention. Still very shocking to me this team with all these weapons couldn't make the playoffs. Stafford looking over the middle, short to Tutu Atwell. Second down. It's going to be a handoff. It's going to be destroyed. It looked like it was an RPO, but Stafford just handed it off to Kyron Williams and just got hit immediately. 3rd and 14. Jalen Thompson in. Okay. That's sub linebacker. 3rd and 14 from the 31. Stafford looking deep. One-on-one. Devontae Adams. Max Melton. And Max Melton with the play. Paul almost came in to make the pick. And that's Zaven Collins holding his hamstring, it looks like. Not ideal to see. Hopefully he'll be okay. But that means we will be seeing some BJ Ojolari in his absence. And here's a return for Kytro Clark. Tackle down at the 32. And let's go ahead and put in Clayton Tune. We've seen enough from Jacoby Brissett. He's done a pretty good job. We will get Clayton Tune in here. See what he has to offer. Using this kind of as like a preseason game of sorts. First down from the 37. Three tight end set. We're going tight end pass here. Toon just could not hit the throw if the guy was like 70 foot tall. But leg cramps for Collins. We'll keep him out for a little bit. That's okay. We'll let him rest. No need to rush him. Because I don't want to worry too much about the injuries. Here's DeMarcado having a great game. To the 46 he goes. Yeah, we don't really want to worry too much about more edge injuries because we're already hurt with Sweat and Baron Browning. Hopefully they'll be okay for the playoff game. Here's DeMarcado, another hole, another first down run. 8 carries, 55 yards. He's having a great game at this point. First down. This Rams defense seems to have like no juice whatsoever. Tip Ryman on the tight end screen, fighting forward for a first down to the 26. Yeah, I mean, they're just not doing much here. It's like no fight from this Rams defense. DeMarcado, gain of 6. So 2nd and 4. Looking at maybe Tip Ryman here. We're going to get hit as we throw. No one really got open in time. And I think it's time. 3rd and 4. Let's see if we can pull out this play. See if it works. Mike Wilson's open. Nice throw, nice catch down to the 6. Clayton Tune. Gonna hand this one off. DeMarcado trying to find something, loses a yard. Second and goal. From the 7. Rams defense just getting completely ran over. Here's touchdown for Tune to Dortch. And that's Dortch's 2nd touchdown on the season. You'll have to assume at this point, this Rams team is just completely just morale is just completely gone. And there's an injury to a Ram. Yeah, it's been a rough season for the Rams here. And I think part of it, what's interesting with this Cardinals team is we're on a 7-game winning streak now, assuming we win this game. Hold on. A lot of the teams that we've played have been kind of not great. We've had kind of an easier back-end schedule than the first half. So it's been very interesting. I mean, we're winning games that we should be, but at the same time, I mean, this game maybe not with all the people we're not playing, but there's be a attempt at a screen to Kyron Williams up in there. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of a crazy game here, but I don't know how we're going to stack up against playoff teams. I mean, we did beat the Falcons. They're not a playoff team anymore. It doesn't seem like. They looked like they were going to be, but then they weren't. I don't know. I'm not sure. There's going to be a wide open Puka Nacua. Of course, when they run a cover 2, they pull out a corner route. No surprises there. First down here for the Rams. Really trying to... And they still have time to win this game. They just have not been playing well enough to do that. And Tutu Atwell loses a yard on the play there. Yeah, it's been an incredibly tough watch for this Rams offense. I mean, obviously the 3 interceptions from Stafford is really bad. Not helping them at all, but there's be a throw out to Kyron Williams and taken down by Budda Baker, who's in on the game for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot to say, unfortunately. David Collins, nice play. That's actually Jordan Birch. My bad. They have flipped numbers, 52-25. Jordan Birch, his first tackle for a loss of his career. He has not played much. We've been focus scouting, focus XP training camp him. What? And there's gonna be a play, Puka Nacua to the 14. He's getting a ton of yards and catches, but no, we've been focusing on the development for Jordan Birch this year. We just haven't played him because we have Baron Browning and we have Josh Sweat, who have been playing pretty well. Double motion there on the left side. Play action, looking across, gets to Puka Nacua, who gets gain of 6. 2nd and 4 from the 8. Rams, closest they've been to the end zone without that touchdown earlier. And here's going to be a Kyron Williams run, trucking for his 2nd touchdown, this time on the ground today. And they're going to go for 2, which I respect. It's the right call. Why is Wilson in on the field? Why is Jalen Thompson in on the field? I don't know. And there's going to be Puka for 2. They're down by 16. So still plenty of time for the Rams to come back and win this one. But you can't exactly be happy with their performance, regardless if they do win this game. I mean, great fight if they do, right? But you're playing against a full team of second-team guys, right? It's not great. It's like you're saying, hey, high school team, go play the middle school team. Obviously not to that extent, but like, you know, DeMarcado, gain of 7 there. Probably just going to be putting shoe clock on after this play here. And we're going to run play action here. We have Zay Jones deep. Can he make the play? He can. What a connection. Oops, wrong thing. Tempo. Going to chew clock. That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. Great play from Zay Jones there. That was maybe his best play of the season. And it was a Clayton 2 throw. But end of the 3rd quarter is 31-15. Rams still looking to win this one, but obviously they're just not in a good spot here. Down 16. Here's a handoff. DJ Dallas getting hit hard. It's Landman. Gain of 2. And just going to bring DJ Dallas out again to run it. Another handoff. Dallas getting 3. Third and 5. Under 9 minutes to play here. In field goal range. The chance to make this 3-score game very easily. DJ Dallas with the chance for a run, loses 3. Byron Young has been like the lone bright spot on this defense, to be honest. Jared Verse really hasn't done a ton. It's been a lot of Byron Young. Here's a 53-yarder. It is good. And 34-15. Now it's a, 19-point game. Rams need 3 touchdowns, realistically. I mean, they can do the same thing we did, 2 touchdowns, field goal, but they'd have to go for 2 on both those touchdowns. I don't know. We'll see. 8 minutes. Can the Rams do it? We'll see. I don't know why our linebackers are so tired that they can't play. And Jalen Thompson, Mac Wilson are in the field here. Puka with another catch on the day. Gets to the 39, 9 catches, 100 yards. Yeah, he's been everywhere, but other than him and Kyron have been carrying this offense, and they only have 15 points to show for it, unfortunately. Stafford's 3 picks really held him back. And Ferguson breaking off a tackle, not able to break the second one. Gain of 3. I will say, Devontae's been solid as well, but I don't know. Stafford, but the 3 picks has really shot them in the foot, and their defense has sucked overall. That's really the problem there, and that's going to be a high throw. Missed that one. Yeah, like their offense isn't inherently hasn't been playing bad. It's just Stafford's played bad, and the defense, other than Byron Young, has played bad. So that's been what's lost in the game up to this point. Here's gonna be a throw to Devontae. Nice throw over Cody Simon's head, and he can't make the tackle. That's gonna be a big touchdown, 58 yards for Devontae Adams. And that's huge. They're not taking the 2, so I guess they're looking to go 2 touchdowns and a field goal, which I don't completely blame them. Or no, sorry, 2 touchdowns more, not a field goal. But I don't blame them, but at the same time, I don't know. Could go for 2. But they're down 12 now with 6.5 to go after this DeMarcado return. He's been very active today, obviously been the lead back, and also has been still the kick returner. And we'll go ahead here, hand this one off. DeMarcado with blocks ahead of him. Gets to the 39. Mari DeMarcado having a great game. Makes you wonder how, if we started Trey Benson and James Conner, how good this run game would have been today. Handoff, DJ Dallas now. Gain of 2. Five and a half minutes to go. 2nd and 8. Play action. Coming up here, Zay Jones. See who we're going to. Quick. Gonna find a first down. DeGuara with the block. And another first down. Under 5 minutes to go in the game. Again, we're just going to run this clock down at this point. Handoff, DeMarcado with another great run to the 34. He's been excellent today. Now we're at 4 minutes to go. Rams really not looking like they're going to win this one. DeMarcado, another first down run, over 100 yards on the game. He has been so good today. We'll go ahead and get DJ Dallas a carry here. I think we're going to let DJ Dallas take over from here on out. Pretty much. Yeah, this game's over. I mean, it was over at halftime. The Rams technically had a chance. They just didn't put up a lot of fight on defense, which is where they needed it most. Rams take a timeout. Very interesting. So they're still going to go. I guess if we only take a field goal, it's still going to be a 2-score game, so I get it. But we're just going to run it here. DJ Dallas, first down and more. Fighting down to the end zone. Touchdown, DJ Dallas. That's going to put this one away. And, yeah, I mean, 3 touchdowns for DJ Dallas on the season there. I believe that's 2 of them today. But yeah, it's just been the story of the game. This defense has just had so little effort. And it's been really rough to see. But, you know, Rams get the ball here, down 19 again. We'll see if they get anything. They, I guess, technically still have a chance to win, but it's just so unlikely that, you know, odds are this is it here. I don't know why Wilson and them are in. A flag there. Looks like we jumped. Offsides. Encroachment. All right. That's fine. Dalvin Tomlinson on the encroachment. Whatever. Does not matter to me. They're going I form. Very interesting. And they're going play action. Going quick to Kyron out of the backfield. Breaking some tackles. Gets to the 42. I'm not going to let the subs come in, I don't think, until the 2-minute warning hits. Stafford's taking a long time to make sure this play is what he wants it to be. So quick one. Ferguson with the big hit. Makes the play to the 44. See if they have enough time to get another play off. I doubt it, but they do, actually. Play action going quick. Devontae Adams for 2. Yeah, will bring us a 2-minute warning. And it's going to be second and 8. Brother, get out of the game. Oh, going deep shot. Puka Nacua, 1-on-1. Starling Thomas. And that's a touchdown for Puka. Just boxing out Starling Thomas. And that's an incredible play. Puka's had a great game, despite the overall morale and just complete lack of defense for this Rams team. They're going to go onside kick here. Only 2 timeouts, so they need this one. Zay Jones gets it, holds on to it. So they still have a chance, I guess. They just need to burn their 2 timeouts, hold them. By them, I mean us, to no first down here. DeMarcado takes a big shot. There's a timeout. And after this play here, they'll take a timeout, and they'll need to rely on the clock's going to run a little bit. There's a yard for DJ Dallas. We'll do the same thing. And then we'll have the clock run to about a minute. And Dallas gets to the 46 there from the 42. They want us to punt. You can definitely make the field goal, but we'll punt, sure. Gillikin puts this one out of bounds. We didn't let the clock run down. That's fine. At the 8, they got to go 92 yards here. Yeah, Puka's had a great game. 10 catches, 142 yards, a touchdown, but you know he's been going up against our at best third corner, right? Third, fourth, and fifth corners, so, and our backup safeties. So it's not like he's really been going up against Will Johnson or Garrett Williams. There's another catch, his 11th. They're going to have to go hurry up, obviously. And we're still sitting here with Mac Wilson, and I don't understand why, but there's going to be a quick one. 2-2 Atwell, gain of 7, not out of bounds, so they're going to have to go hurry up. Under a minute to play. Stafford looking deep. Nope, just going to go Kyron Williams. Breaking a tackle from Budda Baker. He stays in bounds, which is a mistake. So they're going to have to run. They're running up to the line to spike this one. Under 40 seconds left. Spikes it at 38. All right, let's just bring out our 3-4 defense then. If they're going to be a pain in my ass about the linebackers that are in, we're going to bring out our linebackers that we want in, which are the backups. Here's a deep shot. Puka versus Starling Thomas again. Starling Thomas with the play this time. Incomplete. Good play. Third and 10. From the 38, Stafford, empty formation, going quick, Puka. And he's fighting, still fighting, gets out of bounds at the 50. It's a great fight. Didn't look like he was going to get out of bounds, and then he broke a tackle and then managed to get out. 27 seconds left here. From the 50, Stafford. Kyron in the backfield, no Puka, no Devontae on the field. He's going to find his man down the seam. It's, is that Whittington or no, that's not Whittington. Who is that? Tyler Johnson? I don't know who that is, but they're going hurry up. Going to spike this one. And they spike with 13 left. 13 seconds left here in this one. Trying to make things interesting here in the final seconds. They got all their best receivers on the field. Now Corum trucking through, man, breaking another tackle. Ball's out, fumble, that's it. Dadrian Taylor Demerson with a huge hit and recovery Gonna end this one. 4 turnovers, obviously, doesn't help, but the 3 interceptions from Stafford are really what shot them in the foot. The rest of it didn't matter, and that one's going to be it. 41-29, we sweep the Rams this season and just completely dominate. Pretty much how the past 3 weeks have been, if not more, which is unfortunate, especially when we have our backups in. But, I mean, this Rams team just did not come to play. Other than Puka and Kyron, they came, and Byron Young came to play. And Devontae kind of did as well. But other than those 4 guys, nothing. Stafford, he ended up with a lot of yards and touchdowns, but he also threw 3 picks, so not exactly the most exciting stat line there. And then all these guys, we're just going to upgrade Tip Ryman here. Vertical threat, I guess, puts him at a 70. A lot of boosts here. We'll take it. The other guys can just upgrade however they want. And let's take a look at this film room prep. Did we get the 3 passing touchdowns they wanted? I don't know. Solid win today. What do you say made it a success? A win is the ultimate success in the league, and our players did what was necessary to win. And all the credit goes to their determination. Marvin Harrison's up there like, I didn't play, so I don't care. I don't even know why he was up there, but we get the win. 41-29 puts us at 12-5. The Eagles are also 12-5, so it all depends on how the Giants play out to see where our standing is. If we're going to be the 5th or 6th seed, and if we will be playing the Bucks or I'm assuming the Packers, unless the Vikings won and win the division with that. The Packers lost as well. But that will be it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.